I just wanted to jump in here real quick and have a quick chat about the inspiration in my head right now, which happens to be mass marketed agricultural products that are sold to you as something amazing because you know the name, like Angus beef or Cornish cross chickens, best boy tomatoes, and even dent corn. You know these names of these types of animals or these crops because of their mass marketing. But one thing I really want to tell you about is when something's mass marketed, it's because it's been, shall we say, industrialized, bred for size or yield or pest and disease resistance. Nobody breeds for that. We just shoot things up with biocides and antibiotics, which are pretty much the same thing. They don't breed Angus beef for their resistance to worms or their amazing abilities to graze. No. Same with Cornish cross chickens. What they were bred for, though, was how big and fat they get, and how the middleman who finances these all in the end, who's making all the big bucks off of them, can profit off of them, even though a more regeneratively raised cattle or chicken could possibly benefit the person growing them because of their feed efficiency, and not the person who's buying the end product and how much money they can make from the size. The same thing goes into crops. So when you're at the store and you're seeing these like names that you kind of recognize when you're getting your seed packets from your seed catalog or whatever, wherever you get your seeds from, I would caution you to maybe second guess that. What you could do instead is go down to your local farm store and see if they have any local seed from any of the other, farmers around here, or gardeners or whatever. And they probably have bred a seed that has vigor in your area, especially if they're not putting biocides on and feeding a soluble fertilizer. And when they save their seed, they're actually getting a plant that is vigorous and resistant to drought or potato beetles or whatever. So even though there are better cows that you could raise that could be probably more feed efficient, nutritious, and resilient, I would say if you're gonna maybe go and buy some animals or some seed supply for crops or whatever, if you were farming or market gardening or baby ranching or whatever hobby farm project you got going on, maybe look into somebody who's got some hybrid vigor in their flocks or herds or seed stock, because they are crossing all kinds of different things and mixing up the genetics instead of breeding Franken cows and Franken seeds and Franken chickens. That's all I got. I was listening to an Acre podcast, Acres user, and it was Joel Hollingsworth and Taylor Henry, and I felt inspired to say something.